Alright, welcome to Magic Battles. We have here a Jeskai Ascendancy combo deck that we're testing out. This is a build actually for my son. Um, so here is game one, on the play, and I think this is a hand we can keep. We have our combo pieces. Just need to get that Fate Stitcher into our graveyard. But we have Steam Vents, Hallowed Fountain. We'll probably just play out tapped to start, and then leave up remand and kind of go from there, see what our opponent's on. And yeah, here we go. So we'll just play Steam Vents tapped and we'll pass the turn. Waiting for our opponent. There we go. So I use X-Mage for these recordings, and I like how they make the whole avatar region green when it's your turn. It just helps remind you have priority, because sometimes you kind of forget. It looks like we're going to be against Affinity, so we're going to have to race them. I think we can win this race. Blink Moth and the Signal Pest isn't that fast of a clock. Mox Opal, and then I'm guessing they'll play another creature, maybe? Well, this could be tough, because if they play out something else here, there's a Memnite. That's okay. Yeah, turn 2 Cranial Plating would be pretty fast clock here if they have that in their hand. So we're going to keep up remand for sure. Oh, they're going to Galvanic Blast me now? Interesting. They don't even know what we're playing. I wonder how experienced they are with this build. Alright, we'll play out the island, and we'll pass. If we need to, we can bolt one of their creatures if they put out a plating and make it huge. Otherwise, we will probably... Oh, there's an Ink Moth. Maybe we'll save the bolt for that. So we'll see what they do. We may Thought Scour. Oh, Steel Overseer. No, we're going to remand that. So let's delay that coming into play by a turn. This also delays them using that Ink Moth effectively too, because they could really poison us out pretty quickly if we're not careful. Put a plating on that and we're done pretty quickly. So we drew a Sleight of Hand. That's pretty good. We'll take 2 damage here. That's not too terrible. Still have plenty of time. We can play out our Jeskai Ascendancy right now. I don't think we're under that great of a threat. Yeah, I think if we play out Ascendancy now, go get a Plains, and then next turn we should be able to go off pretty easily if we can somehow get this Fate Stitcher in our graveyard. I'm guessing we can get there if we can, search through and find the cards we need. Maybe we can even play this Thought Scour on ourselves. No, we built a discard to Ascendancy. Who am I kidding? Of course we'll be able to get in the yard. So next turn we'll definitely get Fate Stitcher in the yard, put it out, and we'll be able to go off. We'll have, as long as we don't draw another land, we will have 5 cards in our hand. The Fate Stitcher gone, we'll draw something to replace it. So we are really good to go. Oh, they're not going to attack? Really? Okay. Okay, so we drew a land. It's not terrible. So let's Sleight of Hand. Put our triggers on the stack. So sorry now, this is going to eat up a lot of time. Discard the Fate Stitcher. Oh shoot. I click the mountain. Okay, so we'll put the Jataxan probe into our hand, and we'll repeat this process, right? So we'll play out the Jataxan probe, and we will get our Fate Stitcher into our graveyard, draw another card, and we'll still be able to play like this Hallowed Fountain if we want to as well. So we have plenty of mana to do what we need to do. Get that Fate Stitcher out. Start untapping other lands, and we should be able to just go off. Oh, a Pyromancer Ascension? Oh, we definitely can go off now. So their hand is just Arcbound Ravagers, so we can do whatever we want. They can't interrupt us at all. So I'm just going to speed things up here. Play out the Pyromancer Ascension. More triggers. Untap our Fate Stitcher. Looking at our graveyard, we can play a Sleight of Hand to put more counter on the Pyromancer Ascension. Then we can see what we draw. Put our triggers on the stack. All right, we'll put a counter, yes. Draw. Serum Visions. Don't have that yet, but that's a good card for us to play with. There it is. So now have a Serum Vision, so we can cast both of those. And untap our Fate Stitcher. We'll cast a Serum Visions. Trying to speed this up a little bit more. Cast the first Serum Visions, and then we'll be able to cast the second, which will get us our Pyromancer Ascension online, which realistically locks up the game. And there's our opponent playing, Z's. They're just tired of this. This is the problem playing this deck online, is it just really frustrates your opponent, even in real life, in cards. It is kind of frustrating. Hopefully you have a reasonable opponent that realizes, look, once you get a Pyromancer Ascension active and you're casting all these spells now doubly, and so, for example, like on a Thought Scour that I have in my hand right now, I would be drawing 3 cards plus the, so 2 from the Thought Scour plus the 1 from the Jeskai Ascendancy. And so realistically, I'm not going to miss. Like, I have a hand right now full of cantrips, right? And they're not just cantrips, they're literal draw cards. So all of those say draw 3 right now, right? For 1 mana. And I've got 2 untapped. That Fate Stitcher is just going to get really, really large. Eventually I'll get, yep, there I won. And it looks like our opponent just quit, so we won the game. We'll have another matchup really quickly to show you kind of what this deck can do. Thanks for watching Magic Battles.